Hello everyone, this is DC Clement. I would like to present a ground point in this short video about the present perfect and how it is used. The present perfect is one of the most confusing tenses. The students I have met, they find it quite difficult to understand, so I hope this will be helpful. If you think this video is helpful, continue watching. Okay, so the present perfect tense, the form is here. We use have plus past participle. Past participle is also called verb 3. So in the following lesson, we are going to use only verb 3, that means past participle. Okay, the form is have or has. So with I, we, you, they, we use have. And verb 3. He, she, it, we use has. And verb 3. I have finished my university. I have finished. I haven't had a job. Or have you been abroad? Have you tried Thai food? If you look at here, we just have, haven't, have. Actually, this have is only the auxiliary verb. So it doesn't have any meaning on its own. It helps the verb that follows after that, finished. So မြန်မာလိုဆိုရင်တော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ have တို့ has တို့မှာသူတို့အဓိပ္ပာယ်မရှိပါဘူးအနောက်မှာလာတဲ့ verb ကိုသူတို့အထောက်အကူပြုအကုန်မြင်ပေးပါတယ်အဲ့တော့သူ့ရဲ့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ကပြီးပြီဒါမှမဟုတ်လို့ဖြစ်ဖူးတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုအဓိပ္ပာယ်ဆောင်ပါတယ် So usually when we speak in English, we don't say I have something. We in the present perfect form we shorten it. We use a short form. That's why I have become have. You have become you've. We have become we've. And they have become that. He has his. She has she's. It has its. So repeat after me. Okay, let's practice. I've met a lot of famous people in my life. You've done your homework, haven't you? We've booked the hotel. They've decided to take a course in business studies. He's had a few problems. She's paid the bill. It's been a long time we haven't met. Okay, ကျွန်တော်ဒီနေရာမှာ present perfect tense ကိုဘယ်လိုသုံးလဲဆိုတာကိုပြမယ်နော် So the present perfect is used in different ways. So here I will explain to you and in 4 different ways. The first one is the present perfect looks back from the present into the past. It looks back from the present into the past and expresses what has happened before now. The action happened at an indefinite time in the past. We emphasize on indefinite time in the past. Of course, we know it happened in the past, but what time exactly? We don't mention about that because the focus here is not about the time, but the focus is about the experience and the complete action. So is that I've met a lot of famous people. Of course, we know this is before now, but we didn't say last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. We didn't say that, okay? So the focus is my experience. She's received many awards. Life experiences up to now. My experience before now. Also, we can talk about these together. Number 2 somehow is connected it expresses an experience as part of someone's life. My experience, my life experience, when I talk about it. I've traveled a lot in Africa, for example, or I've lived all over the world. This is my experience, my life experience. And the third one is the present perfect expresses an action or state which began in the past and continues to the present. The emphasis is began in the past and continues to the present. Of course, it began in the past but still continue. I've known Alice for 6 years. I started to know Alice 6 years ago. I still know her. Or I've studied English for 6 months. Of course, I began learning English 6 months ago, and I'm still learning. How long have you worked as a teacher? I work as a teacher, started as a teacher in the past. I am still a teacher. And the fourth and the final one is the present perfect expresses the past action would result in the present. It is often a recent past action. So very often this is the difficult point of present perfect because the action is in the past already. But the result is still now. We can still see, or somehow the action has a connection with the present, or the action is still relevant now. Example, I've cut my finger. We call this is the result because it is bleeding or it is still in bandage. It's not cured yet, it's not healed yet. So I'm still suffering it, the result. I've broken my arms. Okay, my arms or my hands is bandage, I cannot use it. So still, the effect is still here. Or I bought a new car. Now I have a new car. So we don't mention the exact time of this, but we just say something we did recently, okay, but not mention the time. So one of the confusion comes here, especially between the past simple and the present perfect, because somehow the present perfect is, you can say, the past also, but the use is different. We use the past simple like this. The past simple action happened at definite time in the past, definite time in the past. Usually we know the time, what time it happened. So you can ask the question when all the time. Or it is clear from the context. You may not mention the exact time, but it is clear from the context. Example, I went to Bagan in 2017. Exact time is given here. So we said I went instead of I have been because of the time. I paid my electricity bill this morning. This morning already in the past, it gives exact time. And usually in the past simple, we have expression, time expression. Usually we have this. Example, the past expression in 1999, last week, like last month, last year, okay? Or ago, like 2 months ago, 2 hours ago, even 5 minutes ago. Or in the past, the exact day on March 22nd. How about the present perfect? So let's compare the use of this. We use the present perfect. Of course, it is in the past, but indefinite time in the past. This is my experience. I've been to Bagan, but I don't say when. I just said my experience. I have been there. Or I have paid the electricity bill, already finished. But when? We don't know. Usually, the present perfect time expression are for since. Or you can use also for the last 2 months, the last 2 months. Or for the past few days, the past few days. The last, the past few days. Okay, let's check what we have learned here. How is the present perfect simple form? How do we form it? Yes, have or has plus verb 3. Now, choose the correct alternative in the rules below. Number 1. If an action started in the past and continues to the present, we use the past simple or the present perfect. Which one? The past simple or the present perfect? B. If we don't say when an action happened, but it is still important now, we use the present perfect or the past simple. C. If we say exactly when an action in the past happened or it is clear from the context, we use present perfect or the past simple. So the answer for number A is started in the past and continues. We use the present perfect. B, the action happened but in the past but still important now. We use the present perfect. C, the action happened in the past. Exactly, okay, we can say exactly. Or we know it is clear from the context. We use the past simple. Okay, what about this? Would you choose A or B? Have you ever been to a rock concert? Or did you ever go to a rock concert? Which one's correct? Or I saw Iron Cross show last year. Or I have seen Iron Cross show last year. And I love rock and roll. I like it all my life. Or I like rock and roll. I have liked it all my life. Which one's correct? The Iron Cross show was fantastic. Or the Iron Cross show has been fantastic. I have bought all their records since then. Or I bought all their records since then. And the last one is, the Iron Cross have been together for over 25 years. Or the Iron Cross are together for over 25 years. Which one's correct? The first one, have you ever been to, is correct. And the second one, because the time expression here is clear, I saw is correct. And the third one, I have liked it all my life is correct, because my whole life, okay? And this one, the Iron Cross show was fantastic. We talk about the one I saw last year, so it was fantastic. I have bought all their records since then, since I watched them. So since then, I have bought is correct. The Iron Cross have been together for over 25 years. So they founded Iron Cross a long time ago, and they are still now. So started in the past and still continue. So the Iron Cross have been is correct. Okay, if you think this video is helpful, and follow us on our Facebook page, KELC, English Language Center. We're going to post some other lessons on grammar or some other English lessons. So thank you for watching.